There goes the gun, and look at Seb Coll. He's at least 3 or 4 lengths behind. It's a complete shutout from Williams, absolutely dominating. He's 2-0 up. He shut out Sebastian Coll at the start, and now he's got a 3 or 4 boat length lead. You couldn't ask for more than that. Good news for Williams as they reach the top mark is that the breeze has increased. The light air that we saw this morning has been replaced by at least 6 to 8 knots of breeze as they go for the hoist. Sebastian Coll hoisting his spinnaker, but you can hear from the onboard audio that Ian Williams is right in tune with his crew. They're straight down to the finish. This will be a 3-0 win to take the Danish Open.
Today I think we really sailed like world champions, probably the first time this year. And you know, it's great to come out, win 5 straight and do it in real style is a fantastic feeling.
So a convincing performance by Williams that consolidates and extends his lead at the top of the World Tour ranking list as Fredrik Schaven celebrates a wonderful opening regatta. Join us for more from the World Match Racing Tour after the break. Welcome back to our season review of the World Match Racing Tour. Straight to the mountains now as we head up 5,000 feet to the St. Moritz match race. At 1,850 metres, the St. Moritz event is the highest match racing competition in the world. Apart from being a popular winter destination with world-class ski resorts, St. Moritz is also renowned as a stronghold for luxury lifestyles, boasting chic hotels and boutiques with the world's most glamorous brands. And once a year, some of the world's top professional sailors, including America's Cup skippers, Olympic sailors and world champions, converge here to compete for a special trophy, the King of the Mountain. The number 1 and number 2 ranked sailors on the World Tour meet again, now old enemies, with no love lost after their titanic battle through last year. Who will be the King of the Mountain this year?
Well, these two skippers right on top of the World Match Race Tour leaderboard. They're in the finals here in St. Moritz. Who will be King of the Mountain? Ian Williams, defending champion. Mathieu Richard sailed beautifully to get into the finals here, and he really is on a roll. Williams is to windward here, right in the action. That looked like a very close little touch. Williams came right down. Williams was meant to keep clear. Mathieu Richard definitely asking the umpires for an opinion. They give a green flag. Not sure about that, but coming up for the start. The gun goes and both bows across. You can see why these two are in the final, right on the button. On board with Williams as they roll tack, the breeze very light here indeed. And it looks like just from this left-hand side, Mathieu Richard has just gained a small advantage. It's only very small as he tacks to leeward. That's a lee bow tack. And Mathieu Richard takes it.
The second race, and the wind is dying, making it a real challenge to read the conditions correctly. A good start from Richard gives him the edge, and he extends all the way to round. But on the final run, Team Pindar start to close, and are all over the French team, who fight back and just cling on as Team Arriva cross the finish line to win their first tour event of the year. And it's a huge relief.
I think we've sailed very well today, and since the quarterfinal we won 2-0 in the quarters, 2-0 in the semi, 2-0 in the final, and I think we have sailed a row of perfect matches, and good to beat Williams in the final. So yeah, very good final.
So a brilliant display from Mathieu Richard and the French match race team. Team Spirit are crowned as the 2008 Kings of the Mountain, winning 35,000 Swiss francs. So the world title race closes with the next event in Portugal. Heated by the sun and bathed by the Atlantic, Troia Resort is just an hour's drive from the capital Lisbon, and this fabulous nature reserve has been undergoing a sensitive renovation for the past 2 years, now with a 5-star hotel, top-class golf course and a new marina, set against its natural environment with lush vegetation and beautiful golden beaches, all of which make this a sensational venue for the World Match Racing Tour. K challenges Seb Coll faces Victory challenges Magnus Holmberg, two hugely experienced teams, both determined to win the $30,000 first prize.
Pre-start action and the tide having a significant effect today. on board with Sebastian Coll. He is to windward, has to keep clear, tries to go for the jibe onto starboard, and here comes Holmberg. Whoa! There you go, that's what you call a collision, and Sebastian Coll was windward boat, had to keep clear. I think everyone can see who's going to get the penalty here, and the umpires agree. Sebastian Coll cops it. Magnus Holmberg following Coll in, at least a couple of lengths behind. And Sebastian Coll getting his spinnaker up, closely followed by Magnus Holmberg. It's a 2 or 3, well, you can see it's actually extended, and that's the effect of the tide. Sebastian Coll a long way ahead now, probably enough to do his penalty, and that's why he's got his jib up. He's looking to get his spinnaker down. He's got to complete his penalty. He's got to go through the eye of the wind. Spinnaker's down safely. There they go, through the tack. The umpires take the penalty flag down, and they cross the finishing line. Very happy indeed, winning Portugal 2008.
Yeah, that's a great feeling. For sure, this morning against Damien, in the semi-final against Damien, we were not really confident, and after that, when we had the possibility to reach the final, we just focused on sail better and take a chance. Both teams, Magnus teams and us, can win, and so we just focused on ourselves, try to win, and that's it.
Despite a poor result for Williams, he remains at the top of the Tour leaderboard. But Coll has closed the gap and moves into second position after scoring his second win of the year, the Troya Portugal Match Cup. The penultimate round of the year takes the Tour to one of the longest running events, the historic Bermuda Gold Cup. The King Edward VII Gold Cup was presented by King Edward in 1907. Since then, the greatest yachtsmen in history have fought for the honour of having their winner's name etched on this priceless Gold Cup. Who will win the 101st anniversary regatta? Bermuda is a beautiful island, 650 miles east of America, with over 180 tiny islands in just 21 square miles, with gorgeous pink sandy beaches, lush vegetation and turquoise warm waters. It was first settled by the British in 1609 and now boasts top-class hotels, golf courses and leisure activities, all of which make Bermuda a visitor's paradise.
Now Minoprio's got his act together. He's given Berntsen a penalty already in the pre-start. They're only a few seconds from the gun and a few seconds from the line as well. Ooh, we're on board with Minoprio, and Berntsen, look, he's trying to squeeze in at the committee boat, and there goes the gun. Ow! And Berntsen's over the line. Minoprio has also protested him. Keep up with the action, folks. That is another penalty against Johnny Berntsen. 2 penalties against Berntsen, and he's over the line. Minoprio flipped it around completely from race 1, where he was in big trouble. Now he has smacked it all over Berntsen, and Berntsen is hurting hard. Look at that, Minoprio sailing off, Berntsen having to do his penalty and recross the line. An easy win for Minoprio.
1-1, but in the third final, Berntsen leads from start to finish. And despite a valiant effort in match 4, Minoprio can't match Berntsen's experience in these big, heavy boats. And it's the Swedish team that romps home as 3-1 winners of the King Edward VII Gold Cup, as the crowd celebrate their victory around Hamilton Harbour.
Oh, this is so terrific. I mean, we've been fighting for this all week, and I mean, all these good competitors here. We lost some matches, we won some, we had to be better all the time, and I think in the end we managed to learn how to handle this area and the boats, and we're quite successful with that.
Valuable points for Minoprio though, as he now automatically qualifies for the final event of the year in Malaysia. For now though, the moment he has been waiting for, as Johnny Berntsen from Sweden steps up to receive the King Edward VII Gold Cup from His Excellency the Governor of Bermuda, Sir Richard Gosnell, and thus secures his place in history with his name added to this magnificent trophy. The final